It is now round 27 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship from Silverstone, and it is go, and it's a good getaway from the BMW of Aidan Moffat that lines up fifth on the grid, and Charles Rainford is away rapidly up against the pit wall as Sam Osborne leads by about 3 lengths into Cobbs, ahead of Mikey Doble. Look at the gap he's got as the field files through. 1 or 2 with their elbows out in the background, and there's a Napa Ford that has come to grief and goes wide.
Hats off to Sam Osborne. He's got that start nailed and driven a good first lap.
And Mikey Doble going with him in second place then, as Ash Sutton and Jake Hill are together coming down to the end of Wellington Straight, and Osborne is trying to build a bit of a gap on this opening lap. So the car that has not made it through the first sector, Nick Halstead, shown as having not got that far. There was another one badly delayed, as I say, which I thought was possibly Rowbottom, but as they come across the stripe at the end of lap 1, it's Osborne in the lead, Doble is second, Aidan Moffat is third, Josh Cook is going through fourth. The rest of them, Doble second, has got now Cook third and Moffat down to fourth.
As Sutton goes past Hill at his favourite overtaking place on the brakes into Brooklands.
Donald De Leon has joined in. Nick Halstead is in the pit lane as you look back at Jake Hill's car then. So Ash Sutton making progress forward. Josh Cook on a bit of a mission up to second now, clearing Mikey Doble. So could there be a Speedworks Toyota win on the cards here? The way that Cookie is charging along, he goes over the timing line now, 1.4 seconds back from Sam Osborne, who, remember, has not ever had a touring car race win. It's a big ask with 20 laps to go to hang on in there.
It is. Briefly, can Sutton set the fastest lap there, despite the overtake, but then it was beaten by Dan Camish.
And there's a point for the fastest lap as well, as Cook and then Doble lock up. Sam Osborne Ford leads the way. Cook second then, trying to get away from Doble, and then Aidan Moffat in fourth place. So down they come then towards the left of Brooklands. Sutton then edging his way forward. Jake Hill chasing on behind as well. So as the cars come up towards Luffield, it is still Sam Osborne in the lead, but that margin is set to diminish. He's done the fastest lap, but Josh Cook, we know, is getting a little bit nearer on this lap. So Ingram edging ever closer to the front. Now Josh Cook last time did the fastest lap of the race, and he's brought the gap down to just under 6/10 of a second. It is game on for the race lead. Sam Osborne possibly on borrowed time now, given the way the Toyota is going. Race leaders go by then. It is still Osborne ahead of Cook, 6/10 of a second. The margin's crept up again. Sutton is third. Now Sutton is 1 second behind Josh Cook. Osborne may think about letting Ash go by. Josh Cook won't.
No, absolutely not. I mean, Osborne's maintaining that lead when he's using the boost. Fastest lap, though, for Sutton, and he's on the last lap again.
And a point for him, which is all going to help. So, as the championship would stand, 31 points now between Tom Ingram and Ash Sutton. We're currently working lap number 9 as the cars dive down again towards Brooklands. There's that train of Hill ahead of Rowbottom, ahead of Ingram. And Dan Camish edging his way forward as well, up into 11th place. So there, coming out of Beckett's, is the race lead battle, where you've got Sam Osborne, for the moment at any rate, hanging on to that advantage, being chased very hard indeed by Josh Cook. The gap is down a little bit to the eye as they come into the braking zone. Ash Sutton, remember, in third place. Somehow they would like to be able to switch him into the race lead, because you get an extra bonus point for that. But the stumbling block to any team strategy here is Josh Cook. He ain't going to play ball. He's in a different team. He's not in the championship hunt, and he would desperately like a race win. Yeah. So right now it's still Sam Osborne, who has never had a touring car race win, remember, up front. And although he's under pressure from Josh Cook, he is doing a good job of sort of withstanding that pressure, isn't he? He's hanging on to the advantage. He's not, as yet, making mistakes and running wide or bouncing over curves. He's not incurring track limit warnings either, but Cook is getting ever more threatening behind him. And the move is imminent, I reckon, as they come up towards Beckett's. It's Cook, though, there that stands on the brakes and scrambles into the corner.
Yeah, it's Cook that locks up in there quite often, though. And this has always been a good track for Sam Osborne. I mentioned it earlier, but last year he had 3 top 10 finishes, which is good. You know, he's just always clicked with this circuit, and he's so far resisting this pressure from a really highly experienced race-winning driver in the shape of Josh Cook, with a Toyota Gazoo Racing Corolla with its new M Sport engine in it. So actually, he's doing a fantastic job. Sutton's dropped away a little bit in third.
He has, you're right. Then it's Moffat, Hill and Rowbottom to round out the top 6. So yeah, Ash Sutton on that soft tyre is starting to wilt a little bit. The last lap that he did was a 58.2 as against a 57.6 at the leader Sam Osborne, and they're on the same type of tyre, so you would anticipate Sutton to be the quicker.
It's just boost. That boost, laps left, has gone down from 8 to 7, so they lose boost on the last lap, and that's why they're quicker. He can't compete against them with less laps of boost, because on boost they're both quicker.
And Sutton, remember, has got from the results earlier on in the day a limited amount. He's down to 3 laps worth of it, so he's trying to preserve that to the very end. And he has still got 10 laps to go, so right now he's going through the pain barrier.
Yeah, absolutely, but they're always going to have more than him left, unfortunately.
So Sam Osborne and Josh Cook, both 7 laps of boost available to them. Sutton third on 3, Moffat's got 6 laps of boost, 3 for Hill. Rowbottom only 1. So he's got to be really savvy now as to when he uses that, because if he uses it imminently, then he might be a sitting duck for anybody else that gets close. Sam Osborne is about to come by and put 14 laps in the book. He's ticking them down, and the margin stretches again. He has used boost on that lap, 7/10 the margin, but now Cook has got 1 more lap available than does Osborne. So as the leaders come out of Luffield then, it's Osborne to Cook. The gap right down again between the race leaders. Just 0.2 of a second now as the cars dive through Cops Corner. Now Osborne's feeling the pressure. Now he's got Josh Cook right up behind him.
Yeah, the rear of the car moving about as Osborne sends it into Cops. They both lock up a little bit going into Beckett's.
This is going to be a chance for Cook to have a go, I think, on the inside. And he comes almost level with the Ford as they hit the Wellington straight, but Sam Osborne using the boost tries to stay ahead. Josh Cook's just done an absolute best within the first sector. He's about to send it up the inside line coming into Brooklyn. Goes from one side of the road to the other. This is going to be a real test of Sam Osborne, and so far he's acquitting himself very well by defending. He's leading the race. He's never led for this long before, and Josh Cook there behind him has not on that lap been able to find a way by. So a good defensive lap by Osborne. In the meantime, Ash Sutton still third, dropping away as he doesn't touch the boost.
Well, I'm sure Sam Osborne's brother Jamie, who wasn't able to race here in the minis this weekend because of ill health, will be watching this on the edge of his seat, willing his brother to get this across the line. And Sam, you've got to do everything in your power to keep him behind.
Osborne to Cook as they went across the line, 0.8 of a second. That was another lap of boost used by Osborne.
Yeah, so Cook now has 1 lap more than Osborne. So on 1 lap at least, Osborne's really going to have to defend. You can see the effectiveness. Look at the gap he's pulled out by using that boost on a lap that Cookie wasn't. And
now Josh Cook using the boost to try to get back onto terms then. So down they come towards Brooklands. Still third is Ash Sutton, but Ingram up to 6th. So okay, Ash will outscore. That's going to help. He'd like more cars between him and Ingram, of course. There's another penalty heading, and it's to Max Buxton. 10 seconds for track limits. Here is the race leader then. Sam Osborne comes up towards the line. We've had 1 first-time winner this season in Dan Lloyd winning race 1, although he's won in previous years, but Sam Osborne has never won at all. So could he be a race winner? Well, he's going to have to make that car very wide. 4 laps to go, and so far it's been a brilliant drive.
It really has been a brilliant drive. I'm just holding my breath for him because, as you know, I love to see a first-time winner in the BTCC. It just absolutely is why every driver steps in this car dreams of winning a race. We're not there yet, and I don't want to preempt it because Cookie is such a savvy operator, such a great driver. But certainly this is his best chance for Sam Osborne to pull it off.
Now they're back on equal boost. They're back on 4 laps as it stands, 4 laps each. We've got 3 laps to go. We've got Sam Osborne in the lead. He's never had a win. He could be our 12th different winner of the season. Right there behind him is Josh Cook. But Sam Osborne so far is doing everything that he should be doing. Daryl De Leon moves to one side to get out of the way after being in late, after getting his stop-go penalty. He's just after mileage here. So Sam Osborne goes through, and he's just done a personal best within the first sector that might suggest a little bit of boost use. And look, he's pulled away slightly from Josh Cook. But now we have got 3 laps to go, and they started this with 3 laps of boost, so they can run the boost to the end. Cook makes a mistake, and that may well be the get-out-of-jail-free card that Osborne needs.
That was what Osborne was looking in his mirror, as you do when you come out to Lutfield, to judge the gap. Will be absolutely elated to hear, or to see, sorry, because he had seen that gap extend. He has boost available for each of the remaining laps, as does Cook, but that gap's extended.
So over the line, it was just over a second. 2 laps to go now. Sam Osborne comes up towards Beckett's. He's a lap and a half away from a first ever British Touring Car Championship win. It will be an amazing result for Sam, who's become a great character season after season after season. He's got better and better and better. And finally, it looks as though he's going to get his first proper podium. His one inherited podium was after somebody was excluded, and he may well be doing it on the top step. Down they come into Brooklands then. Yeah. So Osborne will come to Luffield and then start the last lap.
And of course, it's Pete Osborne, his father, who took over this team that was formerly Motorbase and brought on board Napa. So for the family, it will be absolutely huge. I should imagine Pete Osborne has got everything crossed in the pit lane.
That's true. We're on the last lap, and the gap is 1.3 seconds. Josh Cook all of a sudden seems to have a car that's a little bit evil-handling. He didn't look all that compliant going into Cops, and he's not being able to fight back. They are on equal boost. Right, Ollie Collins, team manager, looks nervous. Everybody in the garage looks nervous. Dad can't focus at all. He's gone. Pete Osborne's had to walk away and have a lie down. A time penalty to Gordon Shedden, a time penalty to Senna Proctor for track limits. Sam Osborne, couple of corners to go.
Fantastic, and I mean, Cookie's struggling to get to the end. He's locked up at Beckett's virtually every lap, but this man is going to win his first ever BTCC race. Everybody in the paddock will be delighted for him. He's a lovely young man, he is, and he's driven under the greatest of pressure.
Sam Osborne comes out of Luffield. He's never been on the podium. He's going to be on the top step because it's his first ever British Touring Car Championship win. Sam Osborne makes history, a first ever win in the championship for him. Sam Osborne wins race 3 at Silverstone, and he does so by 1.6 seconds from Josh Cook. Sam Osborne wins the race, and what a drive. He is over the moon in a Sam Osborne sort of way, because he's not the most demonstrative of characters, but he did not put a wheel out of line. That's just brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic. That was his dad, Pete, celebrating Steve Richardson from Napa as well. It's a feel-good. And Ash Sutton comes up to congratulate him. There is such a close-knit team, all of them together. They'll all be absolutely delighted for him.
I'm trying to remember whether Sam was